Hey man, what it do? What it do? This your boy K Smooth, man, coming to you with another video, Boxing Talk 100. And man, you already know, man. Let's get right into it. Canelo Álvarez versus Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Hey man, I'm all for it. The only thing I got a problem with is, Berlanga, man. Is it too early, man? Calling out, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But let's get right to it. September 14th, September the 14th, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. Super middleweight title fight. I'm assuming it's at 160. You know, yeah, man, this is around, Mexican Independence Day, Of course, it's going to be on DAZN, pay-per-view, for, if you want to catch it, it's going to be 89.99. Yeah, man, let's get right to it, man. I gotta break it down, man. I like Berlanga. I just think that he a young, Puerto Rican star, man. That on, call out a high experienced fighter like Canelo. I think, Berlanga being from New York, some hard heads out there in New York. Hey man, I'm not going to just, down Berlanga like that, but he got that New York in him, man. He might could bring something. He got that fast talking, he a fast talker. You know how them New Yorkers is, So Brooklyn, they come from out the mud, so it's like with Edgar Berlanga, he does have a chance, but it's gonna be based off of experience. 22 years old. Somewhere around there, 22 to 24 years old. Canelo much older. Much experience. Been doing it for a long time in the sport of boxing. Boxing association, making deals, big money deals, within his whole career. So it's like, definitely Canelo has the great advantage over, Edgar Berlanga coming into this fight. One thing I give Edgar Berlanga a shot at, is his record, boxing record. You haven't lost yet, 22 wins, 17 KOs with no losses. But who have you fought, Berlanga? That is the question. Who have you fought? You can get past, some of these names coming up, within your career, that's gonna get you over the edge, it's gonna be in the eyes of, the boxing association of them seeing you, mature, and not losing in the sport of boxing. You don't got your shot, against, like I said, a great, highly experienced Canelo Alvarez. But yeah, man, super middleweight class. This is a fight, a title fight. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This Saturday, September 14th. And I just think, they say, one thing about Berlanga, they say that the young kid hits hard, man. And I don't see him, That's one thing I can say. But it's levels to the shit. When you go in there fighting a high veteran, fighter like Canelo. A fighter that we don't see. You know, Canelo within his career. A lot of people gonna ask. Is this on a is this gonna be in jeopardy? Canelo's career, is it gonna be in jeopardy? Taking this fight with Berlanga. My answer would be I don't think so. Because like I said, man, we don't see Canelo, man, sign big money deals, so it ain't gonna matter to him. I don't see him losing. Definitely. But he don't made big money moves, man. I don't think it's gonna matter to him when you talk about his career in jeopardy. I don't think so. Canelo, I think he's gonna go down in the Hall of Fame, definitely. As one of the greatest, Latino Mexican male fighters. That came out of Mexico. When you talk about jumping weight classes from 154 to 160 to 168 and can drop back down, Canelo is that dude, man. Canelo, I respect him, man. For what he done did in the sport of boxing. And we do not need to name, the legends that, he fought. Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, he don't fought a lot of great fighters, in the sport of boxing to be able to get to this point, It's arguably, you can put him at the top, being pound for pound, one of the greatest, of all time. You know, yeah, in his weight class, man. Canelo, man, over the years, man, we don't seen him lose some fights. I think he lost, against Bivol, had to move on, and then, he fought Ryder, beat Ryder, and then, he fought, other good fighters, we seen, he beat, Jermell. And I'm still kind of mad at, of that too, of that fight, because Jamel, he was talking all that shit about Canelo. Oh, calling him out. Canelo, I want you, and I want you. When really it was supposed to be Jamal Charlo. You see what I'm saying? It was supposed to have been Jamal, but Jamel, took it upon himself and was like, fuck it, I'll face Canelo. And he fucked around and found out. But it's just fights that, Canelo, he don't took within, his career, you know what I'm saying? He don't took a good route, and then it didn't matter to Canelo losing against Bivol because he already had the belts, some belts being champion and the big money and shit, and had to bounce back. That's later in his career. Let's talk about what he did at the beginning, with that Floyd Mayweather era, around that time. Even before, he lost to Floyd, the boy was dominating Canelo. Boxing Talk 100. So y'all got to be able to, to think about all this shit, what Canelo did in his career. Leading up to right now. This Saturday, like I said, September 14, versus, Berlanga. But yeah, man, what can we expect, man? Let's break it down, man. If I see it like this, Canelo gonna come in, what, 5'8", 5'9", Berlanga, he gonna be like right at 6'1", 6', 6'1", he gonna come in much bigger. He gonna come in with the height, That's the advantage that I could give him. Strength wise, I don't know if it's gonna match up, because I still look at Berlanga like a little baby. No disrespect. I mean, if you want to say it disrespect, that's just what it is. But that's just what I see in Berlanga coming up. You see what I'm saying? Taking this fight with Canelo too early. That's the only thing, Berlanga. So, that tells me, a young buck like, Berlanga, you're going to have to take it to Canelo. Punch for punch, strength for strength, power for power, power for power, jab for jab, hook shots for hook shots, body punches for body punches, head shots for head shots. If you can't do that, Canelo going to beat your ass, Berlanga. Boxing Talk 100. And like I said, I go back to it. They say, Berlanga, is a good young, power hitter. But you got to be able to connect and, hit. Be able to aim and be able to connect on your opponent. And I don't think it's gonna be easy. Especially Canelo, like I said, man, great on defense, great on the back foot. Um, he can switch, great, he can bring great body work. He's just a defense, master, when it comes to defense and, offense, having a good, strategy to beat his opponents. I don't think, comment at the bottom, let me know if y'all ever seen Canelo Álvarez hit the canvas. I never seen Canelo hit the mat, Me watching Canelo, out of his whole career, I've never seen Canelo touch the mat. I've seen Berlanga hit the mat. It's a different story, But Berlanga got up, showed that he was a true warrior, and eventually got up through the count, and went on and still won that fight. Showing great grit. When it's all said and done. I respect that about Berlanga. But yeah, man, I think Canelo, he has like, if I'm not mistaken, he damn near 65 wins in with only like 2 to 3 losses, man. That's superb. I'll take that over, I'll take that, I think the only main losses Canelo got of his career, recently against Bivol. And then, of course, that's one, recently. So Bivol at super middleweight, I believe, when Bivol beat him, and then they was gonna do a rematch, but that never happened. Canelo eventually moved on. Um, Motherfucking Floyd beat him, so that's 2 losses. And I'm trying to see if anybody else beat, Canelo. I'm not for sure. I think he only got 2. I want. I don't know if it's anybody else, but I know 2 for sure losses. You know what I'm saying? Canelo got. You know what I'm saying? So I know his record is like 64 wins with only 2 losses. You know what I'm saying? With like 40 some knockouts. You know what I'm saying? That's superb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else can I say about Canelo? You know what I'm saying? Canelo, he gonna stand right in front of you. He gonna fight. He gonna bring that boxing, that veteran boxing style to Berlanga. Is it gonna be too much for Berlanga? The only, Berlanga, he just can't go in and try to tire himself out. You know what I'm saying? Box. Be yourself in box, man. Try not to, you know what I'm saying? You know, be too itchy to go in there and hit Canelo because it's gonna come from here, man. Being able to take your time and you know what I'm saying, being able to strategize what you're gonna do to Canelo because Canelo, man, he one of those fighters that's gonna bring it to you. We've seen it in the last fight when he fought, Jamel. Jamel, he smothered the shit out of Jamel. Jamel didn't know what to do. Even though he went on and got a unanimous decision, you know what I'm saying? I respect Jamel, but Jamel, you shouldn't call out Canelo like that anymore. Boxing Talk 100. That's how I feel about Jamel, you know what I'm saying? Jamel is a great fighter, but nigga, you barked up that wrong tree, you know what I'm saying? Just the same well as Berlanga. I mean, it's an opportunity for Berlanga, but we shall see what happens. I like Berlanga, man. I'd be surprised, you know what I'm saying, if Berlanga was to go in there and upset Canelo. You gotta catch Canelo to be able to knock Canelo out. If you can't do that, Canelo gonna break you down eventually. And I say now this is my prediction, you know what I'm saying, Boxing Talk 100. And coming at the bottom and let me know your prediction, but I would say if I had to stamp, you know what I'm saying, Canelo knocking out Berlanga because that's what I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna knock out Berlanga and give Berlanga his first belt. And not to mention they are fighting for I think it's like a Mexican type of belt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a belt that they created, you know what I'm saying? So Canelo, man, when it's all said and done, man, he's getting these belts that they creating, you know what I'm saying, that they you know what I'm saying, that they're putting together, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Mexico versus, Puerto Rican type of belt, you know what I'm saying? Winner takes that belt. So it's on the line, man, the belt. You know what I'm saying? That'll be for bragging rights, you know what I'm saying, for the winner, you know what I'm saying? And of course the loser, you know what I'm saying, is it's gonna be hard times. Eventually you got to be able to climb that ladder again. But for now, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, man, it's gonna be a tough one, man. I know Berlanga, he's gonna try to step up to Canelo, and of course Berlanga got like Fat Joe and all them Brooklyn boys in his ear. You gotta go and try to beat Canelo. You gotta go in there and try to beat him, you know what I'm saying? But just be patient when you throwing your punches because Canelo gonna make you pay. With a jab, with a cross, hook shot or body punches, you know what I'm saying? One thing about Canelo, I give him highly respect on is accuracy and being able to, have that IQ, you know what I'm saying, in the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? He one of the, man, top 3. Right now, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about strength, accuracy and power, You know what I'm saying? I'll put Canelo in there, Terrence Crawford in there, and then I'll put, Gervonta Tank Davis. These is motherfuckers that got that shit for your ass. I mean, we can talk about a lot of more fighters, too, but that's just three that I'm naming right now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you know, Berlanga, yes, he's going, that's even like Canelo too. Yes, they're gonna be trying to look for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? But at the beginning, you got to be able to work. You know what I'm saying? Box. You know what I'm saying? Break your opponent down. That's what Canelo. I feel like Berlanga's gonna try to look out for the knockout faster than Canelo. That's gonna fuck Berlanga up if he don't think about going there and boxing first, breaking Canelo down and eventually catching up with that KO. I think it's gonna be like that with Canelo. You know what I'm saying, when he fight Berlanga. I think he's gonna break Berlanga down. It's gonna be tough. A tough for. I could be wrong too. You know what I'm saying. Berlanga just gotta show me if you knock out Canelo. All praise to you, and it's gonna change your life. Boxing Talk 100. This is all I'm gonna give you. This is all I can say. If you go on there and beat Canelo with that big upset, it's gonna change your life forever. But I just don't think so. Especially not under the big lights, man. Canelo, he used to that big lights. You know what I'm saying? Being in the ring under the lights, under so many hundreds of thousands of fans. Berlanga, he just now experiencing that light. You know what I'm saying? Being able to be on that front stage, the biggest stage that you can possibly be on, and that's September 14th in Las Vegas, baby. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, I think Canelo, he's gonna do work on Berlanga. I say he's gonna get Berlanga. Now it's gonna get real. You know what I'm saying, with my prediction. I say I'd say 8, 9, or 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna stamp. I'm gonna just go ahead and say the 8th round. I believe he's gonna finish Edgar Berlanga in the 8th round. I say 7. He'll hurt him, and by 8th round, a TKO stoppage. I think the refs, they can stop it. If Berlanga can get to 8 and 9 rounds, man, it's going. I can still see it going. Him being beat up, but him not putting his pride to the side. Him getting beat up. That's if his people don't stop it. You know what I'm saying, Berlanga. But if not, I think it's just gonna be a TKO stoppage. You know what I'm saying, 7th round going into the 8th round, you know what I'm saying? 8th round TKO stoppage. That's my prediction. 8th round TKO stoppage for Canelo. And then he goes on, you know what I'm saying? Potentially, we see, we don't seen what is his name? So many years ago we don't seen when Canelo fought Idris Landy Lara, if I'm pronouncing it right, Lara. And so we already know that WBA middleweight class. That's at 154 pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And that super middleweight, I think that's 160. So 154 to 160 is almost like the same. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, But Canelo, I've said it from the beginning. He can jump down from 154, 160, 168, move back down. He can control the shit how he want to control it, Canelo. But just saying if Canelo goes on and beat him, Berlanga, you know what I'm saying, and that's a potential matchup. He can move back down, to 154, get a check there. Fight the winner out of Danny Garcia and Lara. That'll be a great matchup. That is actually the co-event. Now, Canelo makes so much money, I don't know if he would want to drop down to 154 or keep it 160 and up. That's the thing. But we've seen in so many years ago, he beat Lara, and they said that was like controversial, a matchup, and they thought that Lara beat Canelo. But for the fans, that's your decision to be able to go by. So let's move on. WBA middleweight bout. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming 154 Irish Landy Lara versus Danny Garcia, the co-main event. Lara is 30-3 with three. You know what I'm saying? I think it's three draws. You know what I'm saying? So he got 30 wins, three losses with three draws. Danny Garcia is 37 wins with three losses and zero draws. So this Danny got more wins than Lar, but this is about even as it gets, man. With the losses, they both got three losses, both got 30 wins or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good one, man. Danny, being able to get back to himself, you know what I'm saying? Danny's tough. I ain't never really see Danny get knocked out either, but I don't see Danny take a suffering ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what kind of Danny Garcia we get. It depends on what kind of Lara we get, because I don't see Lara in action as well. This fight right here is the perfect matchup for boxing association, especially for the fans, man. So if you're familiar with Lara and Danny Garcia, man, this is a treat for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, be willing to respect, what I'm saying, boxing association for giving us these fights. So, yeah, this is for a champion. This is a championship, bout. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see, what I'm saying, if, who moves on, what I'm saying, to be able to claim that belt, what I'm saying, whether it's going to be Lara or Danny Garcia. It's a tough one, man. I love Danny Garcia and his style, man. This is a prediction fight now. Lara versus Danny Garcia prediction fight, man. It's tough, man. I love Danny Garcia and I love, Lara. They're both tough, what I'm saying. Both have been great champions, what I'm saying. WBA middleweight bout champion is Lara, you know what I'm saying? So he has a belt, you know what I'm saying? He is a champion. Danny Garcia gonna have to, what I'm saying, do something with Lara. And if you can't, man, I think, Danny Garcia, man, he gonna suffer another loss, man. And he could be heading to retirement after this fight if he don't beat Lara. You know, it's tough for me, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm familiar with both of them, man, and I don't see them, lose in, great fashion. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see them win. You know what I'm saying? Great wars. In the sport of boxing. So, Danny, he was once upon a time undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And Lara, he was, he don't have some belts too. He don't been a title holder. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the last straw, man, the last leaf that's dangling off the tree for both of these fighters, to be able to showcase their skill one last time. Boxing Talk 100. So I gotta pick one, man. If I gotta pick one, man, I could be wrong, man, but in this one, man, I'm gonna go with Lara, man. Boxing Talk 100, it is what it is. I got to go with Lara on this one to be able to beat Danny Garcia. And the only reason why I feel like that, because I feel like Danny Garcia is still flat-footed. I don't think he's learned. Yeah, like I said, he don't been a champion, and this is early in his career. You know what I'm saying? Being able to lose all the belts against, Keith one-time Thurman. That changed Danny's whole career up. You know what I'm saying? From being, undisputed champion, world champion back, in the day. And, like I said, just been finding his way, Danny Garcia, and a lot of stuff, a lot of personal, issues, within his life, we all got that, what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect, what I'm saying? And, Lara, man, hard hitting Lara, what I'm saying? A good veteran, what I'm saying? Danny got the better record on paper, but these guys, they like I said, they about the same, man. They've been battling, in that boxing world for many years. So to be able to see them, man, hey, man, it's cool, man. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. So I got Lara, man, being able to beat Danny Garcia. I don't know if he gonna knock out Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia is tough. I don't see him tough, black-eyed, red-eyed Danny Garcia, and still, was able to, get through his fights without getting knocked out or no TKO stoppages or any of that. And we don't see Danny Garcia fight the Keith Thurmans and some of these great champions, Sean Porter and some of these great guys, you know what I'm saying, that once upon a time ruled, boxing. So, best of luck to these guys, man. This Saturday, man, Lara versus Danny Garcia. The winner must move on and yeah, man, good luck to these fighters, man. Coming at the bottom and let me know who you win. Let me know who wins. Like I said, man, I think Lara wins in unanimous decision. It's gonna be a close, unanimous decision, but I think they give it to Lara. And I think Danny, he suffers another loss. He got to be able to knock out. If you knock out Lara, I feel like Danny Garcia will move on. You got to knock out Lara, but if you can't do that, Boxing Talk 100. Remember what I said. Danny has to knock out Lara. If you can't do that, Lara is gonna beat up Danny Garcia. And like I said, Danny Garcia got it, the better record, what I'm saying, on paper, what I'm saying, from the two, what I'm saying. So, I'm pretty sure, he's probably favored against Lara, but you got to remember, Lara is the champion, what I'm saying. They're going to try to see what Danny Garcia can do against, a guy like, Lara coming into this fight. So, we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on. Yeah, man, let's move on. Caleb Plant versus, what I'm saying, Trevor McCumbee. So, hey, man, it's gonna be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? McCumbee 28-0. Caleb Plant 22 wins, 2 losses, 0. You know what I'm saying, with the draws. So Caleb Plant, he there is a blueprint on how to beat him, and I think this Trevor McCumbee. I mean, I don't know too much about him, but the boy is undefeated, and he's looking to come up here and shake, Caleb Plant once again for a loss. So, on paper, man, I like Caleb Plant, but this dude Trevor McCumbee, man, 28-0. I don't give a damn what nobody saying being 28-0. You get there 28-0, that means you doing something right. Boxing Talk 100. So I think Caleb Plant, man, he gonna have to, come in here and he's gonna have to put on a tremendous show against this guy that's undefeated, Trevor McCumbee. So, this dude, I don't know too much about him, but he seems like a boxer, hillbilly. You know what I'm saying? Just don't give a fuck. Right after a fight, he'd be ready to drink some beers. You know what I'm saying? Go back to his lane. You know what I'm saying? Hunt on some beers and shit. Be ready to shoot his rifles and shit. Going back and do what he got to do. He don't give a fuck. This is what I look into this dude Trevor McCumbee when I look at him. And if that's post judgment, you know what I'm saying, that's wrong. But that's just how I look at the dude. If we want to be funny or whatever. But Caleb Plant, we don't see him suffer 2 L's. You know what I'm saying, against Canelo, and then losing against who did Plant lose against? Canelo, and then you lost against David Benavidez. So it's gonna be a good matchup, man. Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We gonna see what happens. One gonna get to move on to bigger and better. Possibly world titles in the near future, and the other one, the other one gonna suffer in losses, trying to make their way up. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna get a bag regardless, but it's gonna be hard to be able to try to compete, in them championships. And when you winning, you headed towards them championships, and you try to, you strive for, that type of success, with belts. You know what I'm saying? Making history. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good one, man. May the best man win, and like I said, I got Trevor McCumbee. You know what I'm saying? I think this is gonna be a tough, rigged, you know what I'm saying, boxing match. I feel like it might even be boring, to tell you the truth, but I feel like Trevor McCumbee is gonna outwork Caleb Plant. I think Caleb Plant has to knock out Trevor McCumbee to be able to win. Boxing Talk 100. You know what I'm saying? So. What's in stake for the winner? You got to think about potential matchups in that division, you know what I'm saying, at 160, you know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, 160 to 168, you know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant. I mean, I think ain't David Benavidez, didn't he move up? So, yeah, he might be in another weight class, but I'm just saying he could possibly move, back down to 168, but, Jamie Munguia, you know what I'm saying? This could be a good matchup for Caleb Plant if he wins, or Trevor, you know, being able to fight Jamie Munguia. You know, so there's a lot of potential matchups, you know, at 160, you know what I'm saying? You still got Jamal, you know, he ready to come back and, you know, come into his mind. You know, he done lost his mind. I don't know what's wrong with, you know, Jamal, you know, what's going on, man. But, you know, I don't know if it's just been Canelo, man, but man, this is like he couldn't, you know, it's like that frightened him so much that, you know, his twin brother had to go and fight. It's okay now, Jamal. You can come back now and be yourself, man. Win or lose, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect you regardless. Your main thing is, you know, you gotta try to get to the Hall of Fame. There's so many other fighters that you can fight out there. You just gotta be able to be ready for Jamal Charlo. Get back to that championship stage, man, and stop bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on, all that bullshit, your personal life and all that shit, keep that on the outside. And boxing, you know what I'm saying? Keep that shit, you know what I'm saying, professionally. You know what I'm saying? Bring that shit to the boxing world. Let's show the fans, you know, some exciting, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just want to say, man, you know, that's my video. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do a quick video on boxing predictions. You know what I'm saying? Coming up boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? This weekend finna be popping. You know, so look out for Canelo, man. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans, you know, great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they got a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? And you know, yeah, watch out for this fight, man. This is gonna be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of more fights too, like Rolly Romero, and then you got who else is on on the card? Rolly fighting somebody a no name, but you know we'll see what Rolly do. You got Rolly, you got Caleb Plant, you got Danny Garcia and Lara, and then you got main event Canelo and you know Berlanga. So you know what I'm saying? This is a good week of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just hope for, you know, every boxer come out safely, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, whoever gonna win, man, may the best man wins, you know what I'm saying? So look forward to this weekend, you know what I'm saying, Saturday. You know, Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, T-Mobile Arena, it's going down, you know what I'm saying? Main event, Canelo versus Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And I'd appreciate if you gave a thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? I'd really appreciate if you gave a thumbs up. And if you leave a comment, you know what I'm saying, that'll really be appreciative, you know, from me to you. And like I said, man, if you got videos, I'll try to return the favor, you know what I'm saying, of liking or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But I really appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, if you could, you know, even share the video. Share this video if you want to. It don't even matter, you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get, you know, some good content for the fans and to try to get my platform up, you know what I'm saying, with Boxing Talk 100. So, yeah, man, Boxing Talk 100. This your boy K Smooth, man. Thanks for, you know, watching this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Boxing Talk 100. And you already know, you know what I'm saying? It's always breaking news, like I always say. It's always breaking news, so we always gonna have something, you know what I'm saying, to talk about, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, and more, you know what I'm saying. So you know, be on the lookout for, you know what I'm saying, upcoming fights. You know what I'm saying? We still got Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, looking for an opponent. You know, we still got Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? I heard he got a fight, you know what I'm saying, a potential, you know, a match, you know what I'm saying, in play. So we'll just have to see, you know what I'm saying, what happens. Shakur Stevenson was supposed to be able to fight, you know what I'm saying, but hand surgery, you know, so that's going to, you know, postpone his fight, you know what I'm saying, with Cardina. I think it was somebody like that, Joe, you know, so, you know, just be on the lookout. We don't know what's going to happen. We just got to see and just sit back, you know what I'm saying, and just await, you know what I'm saying, Boxing Talk 100 for the news or, you know what I'm saying, breaking news of any fights. But yeah, man, thanks for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoys. In peace, you know what I'm saying? Check me out. And like I said, man, if you are new, thanks for watching this video again. Boxing Talk 100 and gone. K Smooth.